is. There she is.
Hello again, fellow RC enthusiasts. It's Cobra 6. Today I wanted to show you one of my personal vehicles, which is a modified Redcat Gen 8 V2. I've done a FPV modification to it, and I have it on my FlySky i6X radio. I'll show you what it does so far, and then we'll take a look inside. Let's see. So I got the standard turn and burn. It's pretty low and slow. I have a the standard 1080 quick run in there, and I've got a Crawlmaster. I think it's a Crawlmaster Sport. We'll have a look in there in a second, but got that. I have the winch. Generally, if the ESC doesn't have a variable drag brake, but if it does, I usually have it on what would be channel 3, just so if I'm winching myself, I can turn the drag brake on or off. But I have the winch there, and that's on channel 4. And then yeah, I'll show you the inside, but I've got the internal mounted servo winch. I have on my other one, I have the bumper winch, and I have a kind of a different setup on that because I use 2 ESCs. But on this one, it's just an easy setup. And then I've got the driver's head there for the camera, and then I did something a little bit different. I went with a 2-camera setup, and I have kind of magnets on the bottom of there so that the second camera you can switch to it, but various spots around the model are magnetized, so you can kind of stick the dog around. I know it doesn't seem like that would hold, but it actually is. It's got those rare earth magnets, so it holds pretty well. And then I've got the top. I modified. It's a axe body, and I took a regular body, cut the top off, cleared the windows out, and then magnetized it to go on top because you have to. Why else? Okay, let's take a look at the camera functions here. Okay, on the back, in this little box, this is where I keep, because you gotta have your snatch blocks. I mean, do you even winch, bro? But those are kept in there. This is also magnetized. I keep rubber bands on there, but it's magnetized just in the event of a rollover, but that stays put. But we're here to look at this, which is the camera system. So we'll turn that on. And then there, I hope you can see that. That's the driver's view. So you can pan this back and forth with this lever. It also moves in conjunction with the steering. Only about half, but it's mixed. That's why I love these radios, because it's mixed. So as you steer, you can kind of see through the turn. And you can also, you can operate it independently. Like I can be steering right and look left or what have you. And then here with this, you switch to the dog's view, which it can be placed in various spots that are magnetized around the model, just for coolness sake. So there's that. But it's a lot of fun. I'm going to get a running video in here or up pretty soon. We're going to take a look at what's inside, and then I have a kind of a montage showing like how I built it. Okay, let's see. Let's turn that off. Well, actually, leave that on. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see this. I did, of course, the magnet, the standard Gen 8 magnet. Hopefully you can see in here. Let me grab my kebab skewer. But I'll point out the component. This is the transmitter, video transmitter. This is the camera switching module, so this is what allows switching between the dog and the driver. This is just a relay switch that feeds power to the video transmitter. The receiver is on that side, and you're probably wondering, okay, all this stuff is kind of exposed. Is it waterproof? And yes, it is. put that back on there. Whoa. And it does stay on in a bit of a rollover. Oh, and then yes, gotta address the corgi. I love this guy. So I made magnetized spots for him to be able to ride. He's our official hood surfer. So there we go.